Good morning, my Udemy students and YouTube viewers. It's Tracy and Crystal here. I'm just here because I'm making a promotional video on this course I have created entitled Introduction to Python Programming, a course for beginners. Now, this is a free course and it's about an hour and a half in length. So what I will say is there's tons of free courses on Python on the internet, but maybe if you want to take my course, you'll get Python in a different way of looking at it. So although there's lots of free courses, there's lots of YouTube videos about Python, there's lots of free courses about Python, maybe if you take my course, you'll learn a little bit more, you'll get a different viewpoint of Python in a different way of how to use it. And obviously, the more courses that you take on Python, the more that you're going to learn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over the course syllabus. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to go into the App Store and you're going to have to install Python on your computer, but Python is free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. And then after you've installed Python on your computer, then what you'll get is you'll get something called idle. And idle is what you're going to be working with, and you're going to be making code on idle. And so what you're going to cover on this course is you're going to cover getting started with Python, where I show you how to get Python 3.11, which is the most current Python at the time of this course was created. And I'll show you how to get it on your computer if it is a Microsoft computer. If it's not a Microsoft computer, such as a Chromebook or an Apple, well, I'm sure it's similar. It's a similar way to install the app, because basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be installing an app. And it's a free app, so you won't have to pay anything for it. And then after you install the app, we're going to have an introduction to the Python course, where you're going to be discussing everything that you're going to learn in the course, as well as going over installing the Python interpreter again. So what you're going to cover in this course is Introduction to Programming. You're going to learn a little bit about writing pseudocode, because when you write large programs, you will have to actually write pseudocode for those large programs. So you'll learn a little bit about writing pseudocode. You'll learn about programming languages. You'll learn about the programming languages that I personally studied when I was studying computer programming, like maybe 35, 40 years ago. You're going to study the Python programming language, find out why beginners like it. And I will say this, and this actually is in the course, but I was reading something on Quora today, and somebody asked the question why Google decided to use Python for their machine learning. And someone on Quora answered that Google did not decide to use Python for their machine learning, that Google had actually decided to use Go for their machine learning, and Microsoft had decided to use R for their machine learning. But so many people wanted to use Python that they used Python anyway, and Google and Microsoft both lost a lot of money trying to use languages that people didn't want to use. So Python is a very popular language. It's a language that people want to use. And it's a good language for beginners as well, and we'll discuss why that is. And then we're going to discuss data types in Python, variables in Python, basic operations in Python, assignments in Python, conditional statements in Python, loops in Python. And so when you've discussed all of those, as well as you'll get a summary, then you should have a firm grounding on Python. And obviously there's so much more that you can learn. But since this is a free course, I have it to keep it under 2 hours, so it's an hour and a half. You know, we covered a lot of material in an hour and a half, and you can go on to take courses that are more in depth that will teach you more than what you're going to learn in an hour and a half. But as a course for beginners and as a basic introduction, I think it's a good course to take. It's only an hour and a half, so like if you sign up for the course and you take the course and then you just decide that Python isn't for you, well, you've only lost an hour and a half of your time. You haven't lost any money because everything else is free. So I hope that you decide to take the course, Introduction to Python Programming, a course for beginners, and I look forward to communicating with you in the course. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to you taking my course and other courses I've made as well.